So we're going to jump in and start talking with sheet loading. A lot of people know that they can do roll loading on this, but they're not necessarily familiar with the fact that they can do sheet loading. Sean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Pete. Thanks for having me.
So let's jump right in with the sheet loading that we just talked about. Just to start off, what sizes of cut sheet paper can we load into this machine?
8x10 and larger sheet.
So 8x10 size, they can load right in and print their 8x10 sheets if they want to do 5x7s. Now, can you print borderless on cut sheet paper?
You cannot. You do need a margin on there because the paper needs to hold in the machine.
So I guess it's got to have space to hold everything before it can come in. And a little bit more on the back end, is that correct?
A little bit more on the back end to handle that sheet.
If I recall properly, I think it's about 1/3 of an inch on the front of the sides and 1 inch on the back, roughly.
You're about right on that one.
Any differences on the types of medias that you can load in this with cut sheet, or is it the same across the board?
Same across the board. So it's anything that you can do a roll type media, you can do sheet.
Gotcha.
Cut sheet also.
And it's pretty simple. I just don't think a lot of people are familiar with what they can do. So let's go through this real quickly. Why don't you show us exactly what you need to do to load cut sheet?
Sure. So from the control panel itself, we're going to go over and hit the load button on the machine and specify that we're going to do a cut sheet. And on the screen itself, it's going to walk us through, tell us where to put the sheet, what to do next. We'll lift the lever, open the cover. Very straightforward, very simple to do.
Now, I noticed under the platen, there's orange marks and lines that help guide you. So it's making sure that you don't screw that up and put the paper in, that you're getting in nice and straight.
There's an orange line that goes across the entire platen for the leading edge. And you also have one on the right side to line everything up and square it off.
So one of the things I noticed is that there's very visual instructions on here that walk you through. So if you've never done this before.
Yes, very simple, very straightforward. It will walk you through step by step and tell you, when to put the paper in, when to close the lever. It all it will go through and load the media in, make sure it's straight. If it's not, it's going to ask you to adjust it and reload it. So you're not loading anything crooked. You won't get a wasted print off that sheet that you put in. So very intuitive, very simple to do.
And the difference on this and roll paper is you have to tell it the media that you loaded, correct?
Correct, yep. It's not going to memorize your sheet types like it will a roll of media. So,
if you guys ever have any questions and you need more information than what we talked about today, feel free to reach out to us at 1-800-4LEXJET or lexjet.com. We're happy to help you in any way you may need.